What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pac Nation Podcast. We're excited to have you join us again. I'm X,
Sissy.
And I'm Aaron.
and we have a cool episode for you guys today. We're just going to talk a little bit about who we are and our culture and how it is to kind of just be yourself. Why it's important for the youth, especially nowadays, to just feel comfortable in your own skin and just be who you are and be proud of who you are. So, yeah, we're excited to talk about that.
All I got is a dollar and a drink. Oh yeah. So what you gonna roll on with me?
Man, so what y'all boys been up to though, man? Y'all be chilling all week or what?
Wedding shenanigans.
Oh, so you just came back from a wedding. I remember you telling me that
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
What
was that
about
though?
you? It was cool. Typical Tongan wedding.
Yeah. Do they
Tongan
have
duties.
do Tongans have like kind of like Samoans where they have like chiefs and stuff where they speak at the end of the wedding or out of like
No.
a thank you or you don't do that?
No. No,
Yeah.
not really. It's it's complicated, man. So Tongan culture is very what's the word? Broad, I guess. There's a
Yeah.
whole lot to it
The
that I
word
can
broad
explain
can
right
be
now at
used
this
as an
point.
adjective to describe something that is large or wide. It can also be used
Oh,
figuratively to
Large,
describe
large.
something
Oh,
that covers a large.
Oh, I like large. McDonald's or Burger King?
In and out, man. Well, I know In and Out fries.
Ooh.
In-N-Out
In and
has
Out
the
fries is all
worst
right.
fries, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey,
Actually,
please don't disrespect In-N-Out, dude.
Has
Del
the worst
Taco
fries.
fries is the best. Del Taco
Ooh.
fries.
Mm-hmm.
Del Taco's all right.
Well,
Not the
okay. Well,
best.
then what is the best, Bishop?
McDonald's.
On a good day.
Yeah.
Would you agree,
Yeah,
Alonga?
I would have to say on a good day, if you tell them, can I please get that
Yeah.
well done,
Like fresh
fresh?
McDonald's fries. It's clean.
Mhm.
It's definitely not healthy. Definitely
Yeah,
not real.
yeah,
Yeah.
And it's definitely not good after an hour. If it's
yeah,
not hot anymore, then it's not good. But you get it right there compared to any other fries. It's probably top.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
But
So,
anyways, so like, back
uh,
to what you were saying, though. I mean, you could finish your before
look,
Siri
man,
rudely interrupted us.
that's all good. Man, Tonga, like in Tonga culture, the fahu, which is the oldest sister of like the father, she's like she's high in the I guess the Tongan hierarchy. So at the
Yeah,
wedding, the fahu, she's the highest, I guess. And then there's we don't have chiefs. We have kind of like the head speaker, and he's only one speaker.
hmm
And then what we did, my brothers and I, were it's something called the Fa'ehuki. It's the youngest brother in each family, and they're basically mother men to the kids of the sisters. So my sisters, right? I have four sisters, right? Me, myself, my brothers, we are Fa'ehuki to them, to my sister's kids. Like meaning we're mother men to them. Like we basically we're below them, right? So like Huki translates into carry to Huki. You carry them. We're the motherman that carries them, and we're below them, and we just do things for them, like serve them, basically. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah, hell yeah, that's dope, Boos.
So that's what me and my brothers do for that wedding because it was my first cousin that got married, and his mom is my dad's sister. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah. So my dad's sister son got married, and so my dad and my brothers we went to Waihuki for him, my first cousin that got married.
wow, man. Well, hey, what was your cousin's name, Moose?
Paul Rogers. He's Hapakasi, Palangi Tonga, but he still wanted to implement the Tongan culture to
Let's
his.
go. Hey, shout out to Paul Rogers, man.
Yeah, congrats, man, to my cousin
Yeah,
for getting married to his beautiful wife Gracie, and I hope I explained that if that makes sense.
yeah. So like, I think you explained it pretty well. It's
Yeah,
just that if there's other shout out to other Tongans or whoever comes on here, and you didn't explain it well, you just hear it in the comments, Oos.
that's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, let's
Bishop, did you
go.
follow? Did that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. That's good.
Okay.
So, question. How do you guys think, like, we talked a little bit about on the last podcast, just kind of getting to know different polys from different regions, different areas. So how do you guys think, like, as far as like American born or American raised polys, like how do we keep the culture in comparison to like maybe other polys around the world?
That's you, Alonga. I'll go after you.
So, like, I mean, I feel like because what actually this too is y'all went to New Zealand and things are different out there. You know what I'm saying? And we were blessed to go to Samoa and like I said, it's the same thing. It was, but I feel like me growing up here in the States, especially with I think I could speak for all my siblings, but I feel like with me growing up here in the States, I was more of wanting to be raised in Samoa rather here in the States. And I think the only reason being is because it's you get more feel of the culture than you do here in the States. I mean, I know everything starts in the home, but I would rather feel like more of a rooted in the culture of Samoa. You feel me? So like back to the question is like everything in the States is different compared to people in Samoa, the people that actually live on the island is, you know what I'm saying? Because they're sometimes a lot of people may feel like it may be a third world country out there. You feel me, Use? So like they're not able to get things that we're blessed to have here. So that's my take on it, Us. And that goes for any culture, whether it be Tongan or Hawaiian or Tokelauan. You know what I'm saying? Any Fijian, anybody in
Yeah.
part of the Pacific region. Do you? I mean, I don't know about what your guys taking on it, but that's what how I feel, Luce.
Next, you want to go or do you want me to go?
Hey, go ahead, Cease.
So your question was how to maintain the culture, right, of here in America, right?
Yeah. Well, how do you compare how like American polys
Yeah.
try to maintain the culture in comparison to like other countries, or like we have family that visits from other countries? Like, how would you compare the way that we try to maintain the culture in comparison to them, or even like within the own states, whatever you want to answer?
Gotcha. For me personally, I think it's a upbringing thing. I think it depends on the family on how they raise their kids, right? Because everyone's different, right? Some parents who came from Samoa or Tonga, they want a better future for their kids, so they would just try to speak to them in English. And then you got the ones who are traditional and still keep the culture and language and teach their kids the culture and the language, right? So that's the way I kind of see it, right? Like for me, for example, my mom and dad came from Tonga, and they spoke to us in Tongan. Like, so there's 8 of us siblings, and only I would say the first 6 of us, my oldest brother to my younger sister, said we spoke Tongan fluently, like and understood it. But as time goes by, we going to school speaking English. We kind of lost it as far as speaking, but we still understand it 100%. Now, to answer your question, to kind of maintain it compared to other cousins from like New Zealand or Australia, I think it's just the culture of where you were raised, like demographics, like the Bay Area. They're highly influenced by the Uli Uli culture, right? Here in Santa Ana, it's predominantly Mexican. I mean, I'm not saying that the polis here like act Mexican, right? But I guess you could say their culture could kind of influence us in a sense, right? Does that answer your question, X? Or
Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
that's good.
yeah,
Yeah, appreciate y'all. But yeah, I think for me, I would say like kind of going off of what both of you guys said, like I would have
yeah.
loved to grow up in Samoa as well to kind of be more familiar with the culture and the language. But then it's just really dependent on each situation, each family situation. And then kind of having the chance to go to New Zealand this year is a great opportunity to kind of see how polys are out there as well and see how close they are. It's like really close to the islands for me. But then, like you said, being out here in the States, we can see like the different cultures influence each other. And so, like, even with us out here in Orange County, like right next to Santa Ana, the Micos will have a big influence because there's so many. But then also, like, a lot of people out here in Orange County are like familiar with polys as well. So we kind of influence them, and we see a lot of people also try to like kind of take things from our culture that they like and from our influence. So I think it's definitely different. And like we said in the last episode, we definitely looking forward to hearing from different people and different Polynesians from different regions and stuff to kind of hear their experiences and all that. But I would always like for me, I would say you can never like even if they're Afakasi or something, you can't really tell somebody like you're not enough of your culture. I never liked hearing that because like when someone straight from the islands will come here to the States and they have trouble speaking English. And I never understood how they felt until I went on my mission to Panama and I couldn't speak Spanish. And so I was like, dang, this is how it feels to not know the main language in that country and like to be struggling to be able to speak it. And so, like, for people to say, you don't know your language or you don't know enough of the culture, so you're not Samoan or you're not Tongan. For me, it's like just us putting people down. Like, how you gonna tell somebody because they're Afakasi, like they had a choice that you're not Samoan enough or something, or because they don't speak the language fluently? And that's just my opinion, because I think if we got love for our culture, if we got love for where we came from, and we were willing to learn and willing to do everything we can to kind of represent that culture to the fullest, then I don't see why we have to put each other down or other people got to put each other down for not living up to like what their standard is of being that culture. So does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, and I agree, Oos. I mean, I'm kind of the same way too. So that we're being light skinned, it's like a lot of people, and I've said this before in one of the is a lot of people think I'm white and black, you know what I'm saying? And like it throws them off. But I think the funniest part, one thing that I like to do is like I'll just say, hey, oi Salmo. And then we're like, what the heck? And then I just start rambling in Salmon and be like, dang, dude, we would have never guessed you were a noose. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, X, it's like at a certain point, sometimes like because we don't speak the language, like I feel like I can speak it pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I understand really well. But I think the thing with me is that I'm not confident when I speak Oos.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
like even though I know when somebody's speaking to me, even though I know it in my head, it should just it's like go in, come right, and speak. You know what I'm saying? So I should be able to. You notice how I said go into the brain, come back out into the mouth, like it's a psychos. You know what I'm saying? So but I mean, everybody's different though, and I feel like it's disrespectful when they say we're not Samoan just because we can't speak the language, bro.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
But it's like, bro, I was like, I am Samoan. I do got gout. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That ain't Samoans don't have gout like that, but I mean, it's just a joke. But yeah, but it's all love though. So, I mean, that's a good question though. So
Yeah,
for
it
real.
is.
Yeah.
It is
Thanks,
X.
sis. Well, yeah, I just want to kind of like get that message out to the youth because of our own experiences. Just like you said, man, that was your experience. And even for me, like kind of people saying like, I don't look or I'm not like, don't look like the typical Samoan. I was like, so I didn't know we're supposed to all look the same. So I was like, man, we're all different, and every culture,
Yeah.
everyone's different. So I definitely want to kind of get that message out to the youth to be comfortable in your own skin and be able to still love your culture, even if you don't know the language or if you don't know a lot about it. There's always a chance and opportunity to learn as long as you love who you are and respect where you came from. Then it's always love for everyone that is part of our culture.
Yeah, I agree, X. And in a situation like that, just based off what we were just talking about right now, as far as languages, because I've seen that as well. Like, man, I wish I spoke the language because my tongue is not great. but it's enough to where I can conversate with like my aunts and uncles and stuff. I understand more than I can speak, but to um to like kind of close off on what I'm trying to say on this topic that we're discussing is like humility. Be humble. Like don't call people out just because they don't speak a certain language, right? The or the native tongue, right? That everyone speaks
Speak
in
it, Oos.
Samoan Tongan.
You Dr. Phil
Right.
right now, Oos. You the Tongan Dr. Phil. Speak it, Oos.
Be humble because and also and like what stems from humility is like there's always someone out there better than you, right? There's always someone out there better than you at something, even speaking Samoan or Tongan, right? Because at some point you think, oh, my Tongan or Samoan is so great, and then you start speaking to someone who's even better than you, and then you're like, oh shoot, like my Samoan and Tongan is not as great as I thought it was, right? So it's just a matter of being humble and uplifting each other. Say, hey, I noticed you don't speak Samoan, my Samoan's all right. There's apps nowadays, there's programs where we can learn, or we can learn together, or hopefully get called on the mission to Samoa and Tonga, and that's like another avenue, I guess you could say. So I hope that made sense. Yeah.
No, that made sense, Oos. Rosetta Stone. Shout out to Rosetta Stone, the app.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally. Rosetta Stone ain't got Samoan on there though, man. I tried
For
to
real?
look.
Oh, you tried
Yeah.
looking on there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Hey, back to what you were saying though, it's about the be comfortable in your own skin. Hey, youth that are gonna watch this, be comfortable in your own skin, for real. You need to be like that dude from Men in Black. The part where at the end where he was like, he was like, "Is this your auntie? Is this your cousin?" Hey, right after that, he was like, "Rah," and he took off the skin. He came out with like a big cockroach. You remember that? Be comfortable in your own skin.
Here's some sugar water.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, do you have sugar water? And she's like, yeah.
So
And
he
it's like,
used to do that part is
Sully, hey, I can't remember that. Sully, you remember that? Is?
yeah, he used to do what did you do? Tell me like, oh no. When he came and he was like, put my hands behind my head like this.
Oh yeah, hey, for real, I used to do. Hey, that's the one. That's
That's
so
the
like I
part
couldn't
he used to do.
remember. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what I used to say, Sully. Yeah, I can't
Funny.
really remember that. What the heck, bro? Good memory,
Hey man,
man.
gotta see if I can find that clip, bro. Edgar.
Shoot, man. Nah, Sully, I mean, I agree though. It's be comfortable in your own skin, man. That's so freaking true, bro. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like what ties into being comfortable into your own skin, is you wear your family's name on your back, your whole life, brother, and you represent that, man. You feel me? Be who you are and love whatever culture you are, man. Whether you're Samoan, Tongan, black, white, Mexican, whatever you is, man.
And definitely goes both ways. Like, shouldn't be hating on people like, or our people, shouldn't hate on our own people for not speaking the native language, Samoan or Tongan. But then it's even for Samoans and Tongans that come straight from the islands. Anybody coming straight from the islands, like, how can American-born polys hate on them for not speaking English? It goes both ways, man. Like, at the end of the day, everyone's circumstances are completely different, and you don't know how someone grew up, and you can't judge them for like not speaking their native language. And I would love to speak fluently and be able to speak. My wife speaks fluent, and she can understand and speak really well. And for me, it's like I would love to kind of get to that same level. And it's definitely, I don't blame my circumstances, but I didn't have the chance to learn. And so I have to just make up for it now. It's never too late to learn, and it's never too late to be able to be interested in your culture. So everyone's circumstances are different. We can't judge, but for all the youth, just be comfortable, man, with who you guys are, and don't be scared. Like I said, it's also kind of us being confident in trying to speak while making mistakes. It was a little bit easier, learning Spanish and speaking Spanish because I already knew I was like in a completely different country, and Spanish was the only thing that we could speak. We were forced to speak it. And so for me, it was a little bit easier to be able to make mistakes because one, I'm not Spanish. It's not my language. But of course, being Samoan, it's a little bit harder because we get embarrassed, like you said, Loma, when we feel like, man, I wish I knew fluent Samoan, or it's hard for me to speak Samoan because then we feel embarrassed because we're not speaking properly or not using the proper grammar or words. But again, it goes all goes back to us just supporting each other, being positive with each other, and reaching out to those that that we can help. And so I think that's definitely a great message for the youth to be able to take that and grow up with that and feel comfortable in their own skin.
100%. Since we're on the topic of culture, right? I know. I had explained it a little bit in the beginning with when Alonga asked me about it, right? Just as far as culture, Tongan culture, and actually, what's up? Because you come to a lot of my family functions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very like when Kai and I first started dating, I kind of opened up to her and laid it down on the table to her, say, hey man, like my culture is really not difficult, but it's a very it could be very annoying, I guess, like from the outside perspective. And I told her straight up, like in my culture, my firstborn, my sister's gonna name that baby full name, first, middle, and last. Oh, obviously the last is my last name, right? And so that's like another cultural thing that my wife had to deal with, and I'm
I,
sure it's very particular.
yeah.
Like the sisters in the Tongan culture are they're very high in the hierarchy in the
Mhm.
in Tongan social in the Tongan society basically. Because women are very it's a matriarchal society, right? Where women are very high in the hierarchy. That's what I'm trying to say. And so yeah, I remember telling Kai about it about our first boy or our first girl is going to be named. It's going to be named after my sister, right? Now, if it was a Tongan to Tongan marriage, right, then the Fahu, right, my older sister, would name the first boy and the first girl, right? But since Kai's Samoan, we kind of had an agreement saying, oh, Kai's not Tongan, she's Samoan, so we just agreed to where my sister would name Solo, my boy, and then the next one, Maggie, my girl, Kai named her. So it's all a compromise, and that's just a part of marriage, right? I know there are a bunch of interracial marriages out there, and things can get a little confusing and hard to accept because of customs, right? Customs and things that may seem a little outlandish to an individual, if that makes sense. But the Tongan culture is definitely, for me, it's annoying because I'm a younger brother. And remember, I told you guys, younger brothers, we're at the bottom of the chain. And we do the cleaning, we do the unloading, all the dirty work. And so I think for me, that's why I find it a little hard, hard to not accept, but like hard to do sometimes because
Mhm.
myself and my brothers were always working at like Tongan functions. So
So, man,
Makes sense.
that's crazy though. That's crazy how you say that though. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. I love the Tongans, Zeus. Tongans are hella cool because all that I remember is when I be mixing at the kava sesh, they be hitting us. Oh, amama, you feel me, dude?
yeah,
Shout out to all the Tongans out there, man, for real though.
yeah.
So that is kind of cool though. Us. I mean, the way you describe your culture and your personal opinion or your perspective on that, Us, that's pretty dope. Hey, one thing about me, Us, is like with Samoans, since you're going deep into like the way Tongans and how the culture works, I think the one of the toughest things for all Samoans that they got to go through is Fa'alavelave. I just saw my yeah. But so like, I think for every Samoan out there, that's the hardest part because so like, you could be struggling, right? You could be struggling that week, Goose, and you still got to put in for the funeral. But they don't know that you're struggling. You feel me, Goose? But yet you still got to come out of your pocket and help them out. And that's probably the toughest part, Goose, is because it's just like, man, like you got to give. And then, and sometimes, Soleil, I come to realize like you had to give for the Fat Lava Love, and you probably never even met this person. Isn't that crazy? It'd be like that, Deuce.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, 100%, Aloma. Man, right, being married to Samoan, right? I've 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 seen a lot of the Samoan culture in play, And actually, my first time seeing a Samoan interaction between Macais was at X's wedding, and that's when Jake was speaking, and man, that was pretty intense because they're yelling from one side of the room. My Jake was standing on one side, and he's standing up, and the other guy, right? So how does that work? Is it so? Let's use X's wedding as a template, right? At X's wedding, how many Macais can speak at at, at that at let's say at that point at the end of the wedding?
So you know what, Us? I mean, I'm not even trying to like. That's a good question, bro. But
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think that's the
that
question for me,
question
brother.
is good for when
For
we have Jake.
yeah, when we have Jake, Us,
When we
because
bring
I'm not
Jake
even gonna
on the
lie.
thing.
I'm me personally, I wouldn't be able to answer that. I don't know about X. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know if he
no, no,
knows.
no, me neither. It was
You know what
like,
I'm saying? Because he's really
yeah,
deep rooted into that, Us.
yeah, Jake studies that, and there's a lot of the Usos, man, that I know that study the Samoan culture because, like you said with the Tongan culture, there's a lot of procedures and stuff, a lot of things to know. But with Samoan culture, there's the Samoan language, but then there's like the another level up for the Macais and stuff, and
Yeah, Makai
Yeah,
language. It's like it's all
yeah,
different, huh? X.
it's completely different. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say completely different, but it is like another level
Another,
of
yeah.
speaking.
So
And
then
so,
the words are different too, huh? X?
mm,
A lot of
yeah,
words are a lot. There's different meanings, and
yeah.
so
And then there's like, yeah, it's just like a process like that I for sure 100% know Jake will definitely be able to explain it a lot better and a lot more clear. And I wouldn't want to say anything that I'm not fully understanding of. So definitely, that's a good question, though. We
uh,
can
facts
see if
is
we can have somebody to explain that so that way
yeah.
we can kind of learn it a little
Verify.
bit more.
100%,
So we
man.
can verify it is. So
No,
like,
That's
because
the
man.
thing is,
the
Yeah.
only thing that I'm studying right now is how to remove the lafas on the back of my neck, Goose.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
that's the only thing I'm rooted in right now is how to get the lafas off the ringworms, to be exact, off my black neck in the back.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It is
Oh my gosh, how long? No, but that's man, it's honestly, bro, it's beautiful, man. Like the cultures, like all cultures from all throughout the parts of like the Pacific nations, right? And that's like from like Tokelau, like you said, Alonga, Samoa to Tuvalu, and even Micronesia and Melanesia, right? Like even those islands, Cook Islands and Guam. It's Guam Micronesia? It is, right?
micro, yeah.
Hey, can I say something? When Bishop said like be comfortable in your own skin,
yeah. It was,
yeah. So the viewers here, like you've seen the past 4 or 5 episodes, and I'm sure you guys noticed that I'm nervous and like in those episodes I'm kind of like jittery and stuff. But and one thing that X tells me, bro, like bro, be yourself, dude. Like stop being a robot. You know what I mean? Like just be
yeah.
yourself. Loosen up. You know what I'm saying? And I agree. Get out longer.
Silly.
Get it. You
So
know what
like,
I
be
mean?
yourself, who's for real.
Yeah. And I agree, man. I'm starting to loosen up a little bit.
But yeah, definitely, man. There's good topics, something that we
Yeah.
can help the youth kind of understand, especially now, like so many different cultures. Alonga was talking about with the fa'alawalavas and stuff, man. I know
Yeah.
that's a kind of a difficult thing for sometimes just because it's so expensive, especially. But when you think about it and you think what's at the heart of our culture and the heart of the things that we do, especially Polynesians. I mean, it's tough to speak on any other culture because we're Samoan, and but Lava is really it's like everyone coming together to help each other because death comes in every single family. No one is free from that. So eventually, your family is going to be the one that receives that help. And so, when thinking about like, dang, it's hard to kind of give, but then that's our people. Our people is all about giving. And for me, kind of seeing the last couple years, being able to see like a different culture, like American culture now, as far as being able to kind of understand like at church and stuff, seeing a different type of culture and learning that culture as well. It's like, man, our culture is very, very different. We really go out of our way to care for each other and our community, like as far as giving like five lava lavas and stuff. But even just, yeah, at any type of funeral, I think when we compare it to other cultures, our people, I feel like, in my experience, our people are the most prepared and most like understanding of funerals and like life and death because if I feel like it happens so often for us. And because, like Alongo mentioned, sometimes it's people that we don't even know that we're going to this funeral, we're giving to this funeral because they're family of family. And even that, it's hard for other cultures to understand. Like, man, you guys go to funerals, it seems like every month. And it's true because we go to support all our family. And that's just a testament to the culture. At times, it can be difficult financially, but at the end of the day, when your family is the one that's in need, then the community comes out for you as well. And so that's what I love about our people is at the heart of our culture, at the heart of the things that we do, it's all about love at the end of the day. So that's what I kind of learned. Well, I mean, we always knew it, but just in the past couple years now, for me being exposed to like a different culture through church and seeing how other people handle things, then it's definitely helped me to kind of increase the love that I have for my own culture and my own people.
So hey, you hit it right on the money, though. Oos. I mean, it's really all about love. And one thing I love about being Samoan, though, for sure, regardless of the Lave, is the fact that super family oriented, bro. Locked in, bro. Like a two-way switch up lock, Oos. You know what I'm saying? So we
We
locked
switch
in on
up
the
block.
family.
Okay, I've
No,
never
that's I'm
heard
just
of that.
referencing to NBA 2K. My batters.
Yeah,
No, but so like for real though, you're right though. Oos. I mean, it definitely has, like you said earlier, it's at the heart or at the root of it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me, it's like she need to restore the heart of Tafiti. You feel me? So it's just like I don't know. It calls me, but now I know how far we'll go. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so like,
Hey, hey guys, let me ask y'all something else. And this may be like a just a difference, right, in culture between like from what I've observed between Samoan and Tongan culture. Are you guys familiar with your second, third, or fourth cousins?
yeah.
Like, do you guys have any relationship or know who you're related to that you know are your second, third, or fourth cousins?
I do. Like, because I kind of made it a point, at least because I don't speak the language as well. I mostly understand it and some very basic conversational and as far as language goes, but I tried to make it a point and definitely because my wife has had a lot of influence in me understanding family as well. And so I definitely try to kind of figure out who's who and second, third, and whoever is
Yeah,
family and where they come from. Because to
yeah,
me that helps me to kind of feel more in touch with the culture as well is to figure out who's family and where we all connect.
right, right. Oh, thanks for saying that. I like that. Alonga, did you
so
want
that's a
to?
good question, News.
Yeah,
I would have to agree with X too. So I mean, I I try to do my best to keep in contact with. I mean, because those you would consider that extended family. You know what I'm saying? Besides your immediate family, but I mean, I tried to do my best too as well to keep in contact with them, Moose, because at the end of the day, Moose, I mean, God forbid if somebody loses their life, it all ties back into Lave.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So especially in Samoan culture, but you're just looking out for the next family, Moose, because they're going through grief, heartache at that moment, and you just try to come in clutch for the family, Moose.
yeah.
Shout out to Kobe Bryant, clutch shooter.
Appreciate it. And no, thank you both for your answer. And I asked that because bro, Tongan culture, bro, very in tune with like family history. Like my mom and my aunties can literally sit down with me and tell me how we're related to certain people. And these certain people are like third cousins, fourth cousins. Like ex Fusi, my cousin Fusi, I told and Drew. So Fusi's my fourth cousin, and which makes Fusi's dad, Dino, and my mom third cousins. And so I don't know. It's just like that's one thing I've noticed about like Tongan culture and Tongan society. You need to know who you're related to, right? Because in Tongan society, it's structured. Like you have a place, right? Like you need to know where you stand, and I feel like that's why Tongans are so in tune with like knowing who they're related to because they need to know where they stand with that specific
Mhm.
family or that person. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. Makes
Like
sense.
what was that?
No. That makes sense.
You know what I mean? There's like I don't know. That's one thing I noticed. And then I asked my father-in-law, "Are you?" I asked my father-in-law, "Are you pretty close to your cousins, like second, third, fourth?" He goes, "No, not really." I'm like, and then I asked like another like Samoan friends, "Do you know who your second, third cousins are?" Now I don't know if it's just like a difference in like culture. You know what I mean? Maybe like the Samoan culture is just more focused on people, like you mentioned X in the last episode. They just kind of grow up with those, regardless if they're related or not, or blood, and they just kind of stick between amongst them. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just something I kind of observed.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's probably like more, I guess, region based then maybe.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I grew up with most of my second cousins and
Yeah.
even with Alonga and Jake, we're cousins, but it's like further down the line.
Yeah.
And but we all grew up together and pretty much brothers.
Yeah.
And so even though the connection may be distant with like second or third, it's still just family.
Hmm.
We all consider each other family. And
Hmm.
it's not kind of like, I guess, pointing out like, oh, he's only my third cousin related through marriage. So I'm not that close with him. Like I said in the last episode, bloodlines are important, but they're not really like determining the relationships or how close you are allowed to be to somebody. Like we can make our families with whoever cares about us and who you care about. So, but yeah, I would say like for us personally, we knew like second cousins and stuff, but we always treated everyone the same. And we always like tried to get to know different families no matter how distant they were related. I always love to meet family that's just connected and connect the dots, and no matter how far it is, it's still all love and it's always family.
Say, look, before I ask you, I just want to add something like to that topic X. So, Aloga, you you did mention extended, right? You know, like these family members are extended.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we have immediate and we have extended. And excuse me. So growing up, right? Growing up, I've seen a lot of the inevitable tension, drama amongst families, whether it's immediate or extended, right? And so, what would be like the best way to solve these issues? You know what I mean? Because everyone's different, right? Individually, everyone's different. Everyone solves and takes things like the way they want to take it, whether it could solve the issue of the drama or not, especially considering the cutoff culture right nowadays. But in the Tongan culture, there's four pillars, and I can't name you all of them, right? But I can name three, and it's humble, humility. The other one is which means good relations, and then the other one's whakaapapa, that's respect. And within these three pillars, right? Three of the four. The fourth one I don't know. If you know it, put in the comments, please. But if you think about it, these three pillars, right? Good relations, right? Respect, and what's the tahiva'a, whakaapapa, and humility, right? So, like I said, these are three of the four Tongan pillars, I guess you could say. If you put these things within like in general, like like the example that I gave you guys, right? Like family banterns that can solve like just by forgiveness, right? Like forgive each other, be humble. You know what I mean, like humble yourself and keep good relations because when you do that, when you have good relations like amongst families and even friends, like you can avoid awkward situations like seeing each other at funerals, going to falavelavas, right? And so when you do these things, when you keep good relations, right, it makes it that much easier to reunite, to like family reunions. And
Yeah,
sometimes it's unfortunate to reunite at funerals or just like at any event, like depending on the situation, right?
yeah,
So that's just something I wanted to share, like as like from tongue and culture, like
yeah.
those three things. The three of the four, the fourth I don't remember. So
So like, that's dope, though. I mean, I think, and X could speak for himself as well. And my personal opinion, News, is I feel with like Samoans, it's like respect. You know what I'm saying? And in those situations when you're having drama, family drama, because nobody wants family drama. Nobody, at least personally, me, I hate confrontation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I always try to show love to everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And that's the last thing I want is there's no need for that. And I feel like sometimes it ties into being maulungaus, and that means being prideful, bro. So much pride. But at the end of the day, like you said, Sole, the one best thing that I could say is loko maulalo, bro. And that's being humble.
it
You
sounds,
know,
it sounds the same.
yeah.
Pakatoki lalo. And how do you say in Samoan?
What's fucky tokilalo? What does that mean?
Is
It's a humble,
humid,
it's humility, right?
humble, but you said it in
It's
Samoan right now.
lokomaolalo, yeah. Yeah, it's
It sounds the
lokomaolalo.
same.
Yeah,
It
same,
sounds
sounds the
similar.
same, yeah.
Sounds
But
similar.
yeah, I
Okay.
feel like hit it straight from the dome on top of what you said.
Yeah.
Is out of respect and humility. So at some point, somebody's gonna have to be humble. Somebody's gonna if you're having an issue, right? Someone has to be the bigger person and lower the pride. Let's be real.
1000%, bro. Man, that was in the chat for how long, man. Real talk, bro. You hit that out of the park, bro. No, real talk. Kidding, but not kidding, bro. That's 100% right there.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I mean?
was.
And like, I know this topic is kind of like ricocheting everywhere, but just to add a little hint of like religion, right? In the Book of Mormon, right? That's a book that we believe in. In the Book of Mormon, why did the people fall? What caused laymen and Nephi and their posterity to fight? Pride.
Pride, Us.
Pride.
Yeah,
And
pride.
what's the opposite of pride? Humility,
That's right.
right? So youth, humble yourself. Be humble in all things that you do.
Facts.
And that message goes all around, like even for myself as well, because I be a prideful dude all the time. So, but
Facts,
I do
man.
my best. I do my best. So,
Now you do your best, Us. You're looking good over
yeah.
there with that beard, man. You're
And you're
doing your
looking
best
good
with
over
that.
there. You're looking good
Yeah.
over there with that with your nice shirt on right there, bro.
Yeah, they call me the Samoan DJ Khaled. Let's
Oh,
go.
let's go,
Another
man.
one.
Let's go.
You guys
Sorry,
want me to
Bishop.
leave you guys alone in the chat like that, or you guys want a private breakout session?
My bad, Bishop.
Oh, hey, so
Shoot,
my
man.
bad, Us. No, we were trying to
You're good, you're good.
implement some of the things that he was like that vocab Us implement. You didn't see that one coming, did you?
Implementar.
Oh yeah, nah, man, that's definitely some great points you guys make, and that's something that I love about the culture. And again, for me being able to learn other cultures and see different cultures, it's a blessing that we our cultures, our foundations built on humility and respect and love, and giving to other people in the community or giving to our family.
Mm.
And so I think it's definitely something that's always silly.
Just. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey, so my bad, Us. I
That's
was throwing that out there
the
for you, bro.
He was feeling my fanga. Right? Hey, that's the right term, right, Alonga? Mafanga? Like warm?
Warm, yeah. My fun nose, yeah.
Like that's how you're feeling. Like I
Yeah.
feel good.
Yeah.
All right.
My bad, Sully. My bad, X. I
And
didn't mean to interrupt you there, brother.
Good is.
Hey, you're yawning over there, Sully. You tired, X?
Yeah, tired from waiting for 2 hours.
Dang, dude. That's man, my bad. I think hey, one thing for sure. I was on Samoan time at that point. It was
Yeah, that's different too, man. The Polynesian time was we always late.
so
But
that's
yeah,
cool, man.
yeah. Oh yeah. Any other comments you guys want to make on the subject?
So that was I think this is a great topic and we've had great insights between us three, man. That was cool. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sole, by the
and-
way, Cece, I liked how you threw in type into the comments. I like that. That was smooth, bruh.
Because I didn't know what the fourth one is. I don't know. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now.
Nah,
Oh,
you get it. Well,
dude.
you already know a lot, dude. So that's respect, man, for knowing the culture. And like, we don't know everything. So please, if anybody does want to provide some input or some insight, or even want to jump on and share with the podcast, with the Pac Nation, then we definitely love to have you on. And so, let us know in the comments. Hit us up, DM us, and we'll definitely see about getting other people to help share our culture and correct anything that we may have said that again we're just talking, it's just our opinions and just from what we know from our own experiences. So of course if there's anything that we can learn, we would love to learn about it, love to learn more about the culture, and anything that anyone can add, we are more than happy to hear it.
100%.
Hey, that's facts, Zeus. Sweet. Hey, I'm gonna keep going, Zeus. Hey, you know what's so funny, Zeus, is in Samoans. So like, if there's something wrong with you, bro, knowing that you should go to the hospital, right? To the Falemat use, knowing that you should go to the hospital to take care of it. Tell me why there's always the Samoan magician who's thinking that he got this one thing to cure whatever's going on in your body, or the lady or so. Sometimes that it be working, Zeus. But I
Yeah,
think
bro.
yeah, sometimes it be working, Oos, especially like the one time when I broke I didn't break it. I had a high sprained ankle, Oos, right?
Yeah, that one.
So, hey, they did the full foes. Hey, you got this big, I ain't saying big, but you got this one lady, she come out of nowhere, man. She's soloing the bios, soloing the ankles, thinking that it's now
Yeah.
hey, tell me why my ankle my whole life now looks like a golf ball Oos, on the side. I'm like, damn, dude. Come
Oh, that
on,
was funny,
man.
man. I remember that too.
Yeah.
But hey, I
No,
don't be
man.
going to the Falmouth, so I ain't never go over there, bro.
You don't go
Yeah,
to the
that's a
Falamai,
different
Sole?
story too. Nah, I'm good, man. They just be charging you for stuff you don't need,
Facts.
prescribing
No,
you stuff
yeah.
that's not necessarily good for you.
Nah, facts. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'd have to agree too. I ain't. I've been what? I'm about to be 35 this year. I think the last time I went to the hospital was probably when I was maybe 18, bruh.
Yeah,
Like checking up on a doctor or checking up on myself and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, it
Yeah.
was
I'm curious right now because you right. That's what is that?
Falamai, the hospitals.
Falamite means hospital.
Yeah, and then like you like the
Okay.
doctor, you say full might.
For my okay.
Full
Oh,
might.
okay.
Yeah, because it's basically fale mai means
Sick house.
house, sick house.
Sick.
Who's
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sick house.
And then the
Okay.
fomai means sick doctor.
Okay.
The
Oh,
doctor's sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's like a lot of similarities, man, with the language. Because in Tonga,
Yeah.
it's fale mahaki.
Mm. I was almost gonna say
Yeah.
fale cow cow.
X,
Fale pocky.
please save this, bro.
Oh, silly.
That was.
Hey, he is in the outhouse. The fale cow cow.
Oh man.
Oklahoma, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. Like tell me, like, what are other words? Because like, I want to see the similarities. Like, how do you say?
So like,
How do you say?
you know what's crazy is
What's up?
Tongan culture, Tongan language, super beautiful. Samoan language, super beautiful, bro. All languages beautiful.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm saying?
similar, man.
One thing that's crazy too is like we say yesu, and then you guys sisu.
Sisu. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah. So
cool.
from my understanding, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but so in Samoan language, there's no H, and what Samoans would use for H, they use I.
Mm,
Right? Does that sound
yeah.
about right? Oh no, J, like Jesus, Yesu.
Mm,
Joshua, Iosiwa. Right?
mm.
And what's Iosefa?
Joseph.
Joseph. There you go. Iosefa. And what else like that? There's that's John, right?
Mm. Yohane,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
Ioane. So
Yeah.
whatever name is J in English, in Samoan, it would be used. It would start with an I. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
It's something I kind of observed.
Yeah. I really caught a glimpse to what you said. It was about the H. Because you have H and N's and G's, don't you? In
And G's,
Tongan?
yeah.
Tongan language?
So Tonga did have the G before.
Yeah.
but then the king at the time changed it to kind of match the nuanced English language.
Yeah.
Because in the nuanced English language, like for example, the word "sing," like when you're singing, he wanted it to like mimic that version. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's what I've heard. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So before it was G for sure. Like if you read the Tongan Bible, the Tongitapu, the G's are still the nga. It's still one G.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Dang, that's cool, dude. One of my favorite things is like, because when I was on the Mish too, I was chilling with some Tongans up in Barrow,
Yeah.
and they were sweet, man. And they made one of the best, literally, chat, the best, Lucipi. All down. Lucipi all day,
Bro,
dude. Lupulu.
I don't like Lucipi, bro.
Or wait, Lucipi is that's the
Sheep.
correct, right?
Lamb. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucipi,
Oh
yeah.
man, dude, that thing was so good, bro. But
X,
so
you
like,
like
yeah, I
that?
mean,
Have you tried it, X?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it, bro.
Yeah, Lucipi, bro. That was so good, bro. And then they had the maniocaus. How do you say it in
manioca.
Tongan?
Okay.
Manioke.
Manioke.
And that's another thing I noticed. So just to put it out there, I've been in the Samoan ward since the duration of my marriage with my wife, 7 years now.
Yeah.
And I hear Samoan every week, every Sunday. And then I kind of observe like the similarities. So you said manioka, right?
Mhm.
In Tongan, it's manioke. How do you say Enoch in Samoan?
Enoch?
Yeah,
Like Enoch, like the name?
the name. How do you say that in Samoan?
Honestly, bro, I don't even know, dude.
So from what I learned, it's Enoka. But
Mm.
in Tongan, it's Enoke,
Yeah, that sounds about
right?
right.
And
Yeah.
I noticed when Samoans talk, they go ah,
Mm.
right, with an
Yeah.
A. And
Yeah.
Tongans go eh. You ever notice that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're about to warm up. It's like you're
You
about to
know?
warm up for a choir.
Yeah. No, but I
Like
noticed that.
is.
Like Samoan has an A, they go sole,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Tongans go or
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just observation I see.
Yeah, no. Hey, that's
Yeah.
you're observing
No,
this.
it's
That's
good.
okay.
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
And it helps too, so like, because you already know Tongan, and then go to a Samoan word, like you said, for the last your whole marriage. So it's like you have been exposed to both languages on a regular basis. So
Yeah.
it's dope. It's cool
And
you be able to see that stuff.
yeah, it's just
Hey, so the
beautiful,
one thing
man.
for real, you're rooted, Oos, because you you could switch up to Samoan or Tongan, Oos. But I feel like you're more Tongan when you say "Ma se teu pai, koe." Hey, and then they hit you with the they hit that with you. That don't they do that? Oos? Some do that.
I still do it to my kids. My parents did it to me.
Huh?
It's a generational thing, man. I don't know why they do that.
Yes.
But,
I love that. Koe sini teo he mahi. Nah, just kidding, man. Mahi ne ani. Hey, Tongan's cool though. I ain't gonna lie. I like that.
yeah. Oh, sorry. So the H, right, that we were talking about all along,
Mm.
and Bishop. So any word in Tonga that starts with an H, not all words, but most words, like for example, month, right? What's month, Tonga?
Masinga.
Masina, right? But in
Yeah.
Tonga, it's mahina.
Mm.
But in Hawaiian, right, mahina is a word too, and it means moon.
Moon.
Yeah, in Hawaiian though. So you
Oh,
see, like
wow.
same word, but like different, like
Different meaning or different. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
but it still connects because the months and the moon do correlate. So like you see like the connection in languages, like with amongst our Pac nations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to think about.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Let's talk about like since we're Orange County based, bro. I kind of wanted to like spot like some of the top like Polynesian running backs back in the days, man. Like you remember Anthony
course.
Matongi?
Yeah, that's Lowe's cousin.
That dude was an animal, man. He played at Los Amigos, huh? Yeah, him and there were like other. I think the New Mata brothers were like some big names, running
Yeah.
backs.
Yeah, I wouldn't know too much from back in the day. So I didn't
Yeah.
really like go to high school sports like that. But you had your older cousins and stuff,
Some
so you
relatives,
got to see, yeah,
Yeah.
a
I
bunch.
also wanted to shout out my cousin Mike Lady. He played at Foothill, and he American Sioux like in back in the early 2000s. But yeah, a lot of big name Polynesian players like in Orange County back in the days.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Uso, Mike, you potsy. Let's
Man,
go.
you read my mind, those.
Let's get
Yeah,
it.
Mike, man. Definitely. We wanna see what's up with Mike. Well, yeah, one of the biggest names to come out of Orange County football,
Oh yeah, for
Polynesians.
sure, for sure. Yeah,
A inducted to the Hall of Fame. Once again, Mike Upati, Hall of Fame Polynesian.
yeah.
Yeah, Polynesian Hall of Fame, Moose.
Polly's
Oh, the
on fame.
Polynesian Hall of Fame. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 yep.
for sure.
I also wanted to talk about a story, like since we're on the topic of like high school football, like Polynesians. Are you familiar with the name Sean Cody?
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
USC,
Yep.
and then he got drafted. And so Sean Cody played at Los Altos. Remember them?
Mm-hmm.
USC was scouting him, Sean
Mm-hmm.
Cody, and then Los Altos would play Western, right, in the preseason.
Yeah.
And then they go to scout Sean Cody, and then they spot Philly Moala,
Really. Yeah, yeah.
and then that's how he was. And they see him. Oh,
Recruited.
who's that? Who's 75 on Western? That's a big dude.
Yeah.
And so, from what his sister Lupe told me, I think that's when they start USC started looking at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. Like youth kids playing ball. You know what I mean? When you play like top schools and top players, man, like these recruits will come and although they're watching another particular player, man, like ball out, man, make yourself shine, and who knows, maybe they'll see you too, man, during that game. What's your take on that, Us?
Oh, wait, sorry. What was the question?
No, I mean it's just hey, we pay attention. Hella rude.
Well, I thought you was just spotlighting that.
Wait. Hey, the funniest part is he goes, what was the question? Hey, the real question is though, did you even ask him a question?
I didn't ask him a question. That's the thing.
That's why I was confused, bro. I just
Hey,
thought you was spotlighting and talking about the people from OC and Philly's story.
no, and then I said like the youth, like because sometimes they'll play big teams with big players, and
Mhm.
that's an opportunity for them to ball out against big teams so they can get like spotted too.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, now there's just an
Yeah.
opportunity everywhere, bro. It's
Mhm.
not just playing against big teams, but camps. They have lineman camps. They have
Yeah.
7-on-7. They have a bunch of different things that are going on, and especially with social media, it's a lot easier to get spotted and get your tape out there. And once people see you at camps, then they'll start checking out your tape. But yeah, kids can get noticed from anywhere now, and
Yeah.
really get picked up from anywhere. There was a kid a couple years back that came straight from Samoa. Well, a few boys that went straight from Samoa. No, one went to like USC. Then there was another one that went to I think Kansas State and then transferred to USC. They were both straight from Samoa. And so literally, man, anywhere. There's a kid I think I want to say he's from Samoa, maybe New Zealand or Australia, but he is getting a scholarship to one of the I think Washington, University of Washington. I forgot his name. But yeah, kids literally from all around the world can get scouted. As long as you're putting tape out there, putting in the work, then colleges will find you.
Yeah. I agree, X. Have you heard of what he played college ball, right? And I think he played a little bit of the United States Football League. His name is Cyrus Habibi. He's like
Yeah,
Iranian and
yeah.
he's all
He played at Oregon.
Oregon, right? So he made a short or a reel recently, or maybe a while back. I'm not sure. I didn't see the date, but he said that one thing he did to stand out was he would, like you said, he would go to the camps, these big
Yeah.
camps, right? And he would like spot like the 4 or 5 star players, and
Yep.
he'd go head up against them
Mm.
and made sure he would win. And obviously recruiters are there, and
Right.
so he can be noticed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
I remember even when Mike was getting scouted, like they didn't have him ranked very high as a
yeah,
recruit. But dude, when you watch him play, like man, this dude killed everybody, man. And then one of
Straight
my
dog
favorite
out there is.
pictures,
yeah.
yeah, dude, one of my favorite
Big dude.
pictures of Mike when Mike was at Idaho. was he had two dudes from USC when they were playing USC, and he was on the goal line, and he plays offense, but they put him in on goal line to play defense, and then he had two dudes, like one on the floor and then the other guy on the ground, on up in the air. And I was like, man, dude, everybody missed out on Mike, man. They should have been scouting him and trying to get him into their college. But yeah, Mike was a beast. Perfect
Yeah,
example of underrated.
yeah. I love how you got something to say.
So no, I was gonna say it was freaking. I was gonna shout out the upcoming, like you guys are saying, the upcoming players that are coming up right now. Hey, some of these kids, dude, man, they dogs.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, man, and I would just shout out to them, Moose, and tell them pursue something that they've always dreamed of, whether it be making it to the NFL, man, or going to college, man, and enjoying your life, man, because it's hard out here, man. It's hard out here making a living. You make it to the NFL, man, you be set for life, man.
for sure. Just piggybacking off what you guys said with the youth, right? The kids in high school right now. So X, like you said, right? Mike played at Idaho, right? Idaho Vandals. Are
Yeah.
they division? Are they Power Five? Not really, huh?
You were in the what was it? What was they in? Idaho. Shoot, I think they no.
But they're still Division One, right?
Yeah, they're D1.
Oh, okay. But
Might have been in the MAC or something.
yeah, the MAC or like the Sky
Mountain
West or something
West,
like Big West. Yeah.
something
Um.
like
So,
that.
so like what X was saying, like Mikey Putty, man. He was being he was overlooked for sure, and I think it's safe to say that Pete Carroll like slightly regretted not picking him up because if
Oh,
I
big
recall,
time.
man, he was throwing people, bro. I think he threw Malunga one time with one hand, like he threw him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
You know,
surprised. I mean, Mike
and
was the highest drafted Idaho player ever.
yes, I think he was
First
picked
round
number
pick.
17,
Like,
right?
yeah, 17 or yeah, around there in the
Yeah,
teens.
bro.
Hey, they seen how big that dude is. They were like, "Damn, we need this
Yeah,
dude on our squad."
and yeah, it was, and so I guess what I can say to that, right? And like nowadays, right? You got your film, you're trying to put yourself out there, and the schools will offer you, and some I don't want to like generalize this, but like I feel if it were me, maybe in this case, in this generation, if I got offered like a Division 2 school or NIAA school, I would probably feel not embarrassed, but like kind of not ashamed, but kind of shy to like let everyone know. But the way I see it is education is education, right? Whether it's D2 or I'm not sure how it works. X-Men, maybe you can tell us like how is NIAA? I think is that full coverage scholarship?
It just depends on the school.
Okay,
Yeah. So you can get a full ride to any college,
yeah.
just depending on the school. But now there's like salary caps
Oh,
for the schools. So the schools are able and they are pretty much required to pay the athletes now. So
oh,
each sport gets allocated a budget from the school, and the school has to pay based off of how much they're from sporting events and stuff. So every sport and athlete, they get a cut from the school now, which is separate from NIL deals. But there was
hmm,
a settlement that just passed that mandates the schools to pay their student athletes.
interesting,
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You're pretty
Yeah,
knowledgeable about that, bro. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotta
Hey, I
try
was gonna
to.
say one last thing. Now that we're getting into this topic here, is I'm gonna have to shout out my man Mikey Patius. He over there reminds me of he was so bagos that he reminds me of that one part in the movie where he comes out of the snow, his hand comes out, and he stands up. He goes rah, rah, and remind me of Shaolin from Mulan.
Yeah.
I'm like big dude, bro.
Holy.
Hey, what's his name, bro?
Which one? For the
No,
movie?
in the movie
Uh,
X, do you know?
Is his name Shaolin?
shoot. No, not Shaolin. It's
Oh, dang, dude. Hold up. Dang, I thought his name was
Huns.
Shaolin, bruh.
It's the
All of
Huns.
China knows you're here.
Yeah, I know. What's that? What's his name?
You know the law.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to look. You
Pick it
gonna
up,
look it up, X?
I'm asking.
John, you.
John Yu.
On you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
John, hey, tell it. Shout out to him, bro. He sounds
Shout
like.
out to Dizzy Lenny. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Disneyland.
Shout out to my wife. She knows the Disney.
Yeah, dude.
Not even a second to think. She already knew. That's her favorite movie.
So,
Yeah.
hey, I love that movie. Hey, as soon as she said his name, all I kept thinking was the Kyang Yu, where you get it's supposed to be the broom to clean the stuff, but then they would get the individual one and use the Kyang Yu to sasa your lima and stuff. But so that's cool though. That's Big Mike right there. He comes out of the snow.
Yeah. Yeah. So just kind of going back to like what X said, Mike was definitely overlooked, and like to the scholar athletes in high school now, like seeking scholarships and like from schools, like free school, right? Obviously, sky's the limit. You want to aim for the best, but sometimes we take what we can. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Hey, so earlier you were telling me about how you don't watch sports anymore because you think it's like fake and not real or rigged, right?
Yeah.
But yet you have an Oakland A's hat on right now.
Oh, this right here.
No, you're just repping for all the errands that are out there, Oos.
Yeah, for the Alongas,
The
man.
Alongos. Oos. Shout out to all the Alongos out there, man.
No, okay, so this right here, right? The A's.
Yeah.
It's two reasons why I wear anything with A on it. Obviously, because it's Anaheim,
Yeah.
Orange County,
Love that.
and I also wear it because it's the Annas. Have you heard of that, Aloha?
The Annas?
Yeah, the Annas.
Now, what's that?
The Annas is like X. You know what the Annas is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the Annas is basically Anaheim instead of Anna.
Mm.
You see the word right Annas twice, and that's why they call it the Annas. So it's like something to rep. Like, hey, where you from, bro? Oh, from the Annas, bro. 714. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
Like
like
that
that.
type of thing.
Hey, I
You know what I
like
mean?
that, Oos. I just tell them I'm from Anacrime.
And
You know what I'm saying,
yeah,
Oos?
yeah. But yeah, that's what like that's why I wear it. So I
Yeah.
rep the Annas, man. Because
Nice.
from Anaheim, Santa Ana. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dope, Oos. That's clean hat, though. I like that, man.
Oh, appreciate it, Luce.
They're about to
Yeah.
come to Vegas, so they're going to be the Las
Oh,
Vegas
that's right.
A's.
That's right, man. That's dope, man.
They're
It
gonna-
just makes. What was that, Luce?
Yeah, the Las Vegas Asinines. No, that's a bad word. It's actually a word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know asinine. Asinine is it means like something that's unreal, right?
I think it means like ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of my Balongi friends who say that is asinine, Richard, like type of thing.
Yeah, bro. They hit him with the Skyler Ben Christensen.
All
That was
right.
good.
All right. You guys good? Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Pac Nation Podcast. I'm X.
And I'm CC.
And now, Aaron.
Like and subscribe below. We can't wait to see you for the next one. Peace.